Guys, I'm just wanting to touch base again. I know it's been a while since I posted, but it's really been kind of a rough couple of months and weeks for me, and it's been a roller coaster. So I'm just coming here to share a little bit about what's going on with me in the past couple weeks, and hopefully share some things that are on my mind and concerns, and maybe help people who are in a similar situation. So I have been dealing with a lot of generalized anxiety disorder and illness anxiety disorder and OCD. For those of you who don't know, illness anxiety can be something like, oh, you feel you have a certain disease or you can get a certain disease, and it's like you can have like HIV, cancer, dementia, something like that. Something that's pretty bad, something that'll screw you up physically, mentally. And there's a lot of things that are playing into it that a lot of people, I think, don't understand. So, with illness anxiety and panic and OCD, it's like it feels real to the person. So I feel like a lot of people can really relate to or dementia or cancer. So, say for example, somebody's feeling like they're gonna get cancer or they have cancer, and they're like so balled up in emotions, and they can hardly do anything during the day. It's just like their worry is this big, massive thing, monster, whatever, and it's so hard to fight it because it feels so real. And I mean, you can tell somebody, there's no point in worrying about it because it won't change anything. Or, if it's for certain things, like there's like 1 in 3 billion chances of somebody getting, or 0.00001% chance that you could develop this, and it's like it still doesn't matter. None of it matters because you can tell that person, you know, all day long that you know they're not going to get it, or they don't have it, and it may help for a little bit, but really, I mean, the thought comes back, and the panic comes back, and the anxiety comes back, and with OCD, it's even more. I don't know. I guess difficult because in certain situations it's like, oh, if I sit there I'll get contaminated and then I'll get it, or if I do this a certain way or that a certain way and not do this, then I'll have it or I'll get it or something. And then it just is a bigger cycle, a bigger loop, because then you have to clean stuff off, clean yourself off, go through the rituals, wash, all that different stuff, and it widens widens it even more. And so people who are worried about like getting cancer or HIV, you can tell them, oh, it's only like contracted this way, or only if you do this, or only for certain higher risk people. It doesn't matter. You can tell people whatever you want to tell them, but in the end, it comes down to that person and what they believe. And I'll be honest with you. Some days it is impossible to get the thought out of your head. It just is. Sometimes other things could be causing it. Sometimes things could be just so out of your control. It could be caused by medication. It could be just your mind's racing. And the only thing that's really worked for me, I guess, sometimes is definitely stay on medication. If you have an appointment with a therapist or anything, go to the appointment. Don't skip them. That being said, when a person is told, they call a therapist or a psychiatrist or a doctor and they say, "Oh, that's going to be 2, 3 weeks or a month or two." That is so discouraging. People can't do that. They can't listen to somebody say, "Oh, it's going to be a while," because they don't have a while. They don't have a while to get it. I mean, somebody who's in that headspace doesn't have 3 weeks or a month. They're so panicked. So it's hard to hear some of that. And I'll continue this because my phone my